at M&T Bank Stadium. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
180! Hey, alert, 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 alert! King, king, king! Point it right, point it right, point it right. Start.
Throwing, Mayfield. To the left side, he gets this one to Ibuka. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Mayfield on play action. Oh, he's got Ibuka. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
What's up?
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Pistol, pistol, pistol.
Here's Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Already he's top 50 receiving yards in this 1st quarter. And he's got a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin to drive at the 30.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He finds Hopkins complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4. Here's Jordan Stout now. Johnson on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
36-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Alpha, sit on. 180. What? 180. Cut.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
180. Shot. Hey. Report.
Jackson now. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
180. Nice shot. 180.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
That's good. Baltimore, first down. First and 10.
Again, it's Henry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5.
Get on, what? 180. Nice shot. Hey. I'm out here. You at X. Get on.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Get on. Get on.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Nice shot. Yeah. Shot.
To throw is Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring in 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Hurry. Hey, alert 33. Alert. King.
Mayfield down. He's got it in, complete. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 35-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Pistol. Hey, alert. Done.
Play fake. Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 21. 14 yards that time for number 14.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
180. What's that?
From the gun, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Draymond Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd and long.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
180. Run, run, run. Real, real, real. What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
What's that?
Here's White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
For the Buccaneers.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without a...
Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 52 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Pistol. Hey, alert 33. Up.
Now Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 15. First down, Tampa Bay.
Real. Kings. Done.
Mayfield to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now back to the ground game with White. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second down and 4.
Hey, alert! Watch out!
They'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, a 16-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Second down and 6 now.
180. Sit on.
Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
A gain of 10 yards.
Ozzy.
And the Baltimore first down.
In motion, the tight end.
46-yard line.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. A first down carry for Henry. He's got it to the 43 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they
gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, come on. You are X. You are X. You. Shut up.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Jackson and the rest of the offense staying put. They will go for it on 4th.
180! Finish up! 180! Finish up! 180! Finish up! Sit up!
Here's Jackson to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Jackson. This will go to Henry out wide. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
What is that? No, we changed it.
Jackson. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Go.
Jackson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Baker going to change it up. Throwing, Mayfield. Looking Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, what a move. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, Charles, you were so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40.
180. Sit up. Sit up. 180. Sit up. Sit up.
They'll set up the throw. Jackson going to keep it. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
First down.
13.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
You change it. 180. Sit up.
Now Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
180. Hey, alert 33.
Regular. What's that?
Following the interception, Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a give, Irving running right. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
180! Real. What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The kickoff for the Buccaneers.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them is the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run.